My, I'm seeing quite a fine bit of gold and jewels out there. Remember, no pilfering in the tavern now.
An incredible new addition has just debuted at Walt Disney World, and with it comes a whole new story to dive into. What's up, YouTube? Drew here. Today I want to talk about the Beak and Barrel, the new Pirates of the Caribbean tavern at Magic Kingdom, and make sure to click that subscribe button as I'm going to be talking about the incredible details in this tavern that no one else is. So please subscribe as I'm on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Are you ready to talk about the Beak and Barrel? I know I am. Let's get to it. I have three main goals with this video. Number one, tell you what you need to know before you go. Number two, highlighting the story and details from Walt Disney Imagineering so you can appreciate them on your visit and say, hey, I noticed that because of Drew's video. And number three, highlighting the menu with food and drink options for guests of all ages. Reservations are now open and are highly recommended as this is a very limited capacity tavern, so make sure to get that reservation if you want to visit the Beak and Barrel. Now, if you don't have a reservation, there's very limited walk-up availability, and there's a space inside the tavern named the Map Maker's Room that is a small room dedicated to standing room only for the walk-up guests. So there's a slim chance, if you don't have a reservation, that you can get in, but highly recommend getting a reservation. Now, if you do get that reservation, if you're lucky enough to visit the Beak and Barrel, it's also important to know that this is a limited experience to 45 minutes and a maximum of 2 alcoholic drinks per guest. So if you get in, you only have 45 minutes and a limit of 2 alcoholic drinks. But the good thing is that unlike Geo 82 over at Epcot, that lounge is 21 plus, where the Beak and Barrel is open for guests of all ages. Families are welcome, and there's options here for everyone, which we will be talking about later. When you first walk into the tavern and the doors open, you are welcomed by the Mess, and it's named the Mess because it was once the mess hall for Spanish soldiers, which I think is a pretty fun story. At the Mess, you are going to see a giant table when you first walk in, where all of the pirates and the soldiers used to sit, where we are sitting now as guests, and above there's a beautiful chandelier in the shape of an anchor with candles and wax dripping off of it, which looks awesome. Right next to the Mess is the giant cursed bar, and the cursed bar is where you see Rummy sitting atop his roost above the bar looking at everyone, leading all the sing-alongs in the storyline. But right next to Rummy is a detail which I truly love and really fits into the Pirates of the Caribbean story. There's a beautiful stern in the shape of a pirate skull, which was salvaged from a cursed shipwreck with lots of drinks and stuff on it. One of those, a very fun element, which is kind of one of those interactive moments for the tavern. While Rummy is hobbling along the bar's ledge, keeping an eye out for everyone while Mary is away. Don't miss the enchanted rum bottle gifted to Mary by the enchantress Tia Dalma, seemingly serving as the source of the tavern's specialty brews. Right next to that, we have a ship bell, which also comes alive at certain times, and rumor has it this bell was gifted from Captain Red from the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction. Her first ship, that's where the bell is rumored from, gifted to Mary at the tavern's founding, and some say they are either close friends or fierce rivals. Next to the Mess, we have the Captain's Quarters, one of the other main rooms in the Beak and Barrel, which the Captain's Quarters was once the living quarters of the Spanish Comandante, with fine artwork and drapery on the walls, unfortunately not escaping the slashing blades or burden from all of the pirates who have visited the tavern over the years, and some of those faded spots you see are the only remains of portraits that are no longer with us. Above the fireplace is one of my favorite spots in the entire tavern, these mounted ships in glass bottles, which represent pirates from around every corner of the world banding together to defeat tyranny. And my favorite detail, like I mentioned, is when these bottles come alive and engage in a fearsome battle with one of those ships, unfortunately not winning and sinking right in front of our eyes. The other main two areas are the captain's booths, with Captain Jack Sparrow included, and the Map Maker's Room, like I mentioned earlier. Starting off at the captain's booths, along the wall are 4 grand booths with intricately hand-carved wooden panels, each telling a story of notorious pirates whose legends still echo throughout the seas. Tucked further in the captain's booths, you have a private sitting room where pirates partake in some of their favorite games, and you might even see signs of past matches with warnings of pirates who might have broken the rules. Over in the map maker's room, like I mentioned earlier, this is the space much smaller for standing room only. This is filled with rolled up maps, pieces of parchment, spilled ink, and many treasured secrets that belonged to, some say, a crazy pirate cartographer. And on the adjacent wall in the map maker's room, you have a large painted map of some known pirating world with many pirate secrets still to be discovered. And with all of that in mind, it's important to know that while you are in the tavern, there isn't constant storyline going on. So about every 8 minutes, you're going to see something happen, whether that's Rummy coming out, leading a sing-along, or those ships engaging in a battle, or a little tentacle octopus randomly moving back and forth and coming to life. And if you're in there for 45 minutes, it's about 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. So you might see everything in the tavern throughout your entire stay. So keep your eyes and ears peeled. Now, I want to talk about the menu, and I want to start off with these non-alcoholic options that you can get if you're not interested in drinking. Like I mentioned, options for everyone within the family. And while it would take me way too long to dive into every little detail and ingredient of all of these drink and food options, what I am going to do is show a photo of that option. So if you like what you're hearing or you like how it looks, you can take a screenshot of this video and then show that to your server at the restaurant. That's my thought process here, so stick with me. Starting off, these are the two non-alcoholic options at the Beak and Barrel, named the Treasure Trove and the Cursed Treasure. Now, everything I'm going to be mentioning after this is either a food option or an alcoholic beverage. Diving into these alcoholic options, we have the Kraken's Catch, followed by the Salty Seas, the Margarita, Siren's Whisper, Cook's Corn Griddle Cakes, Barrels Ablaze, Hibiscus Rum Punch Royale, Island Provisions, the Port of Call, Lit Fuse, and the Plunderer's Punch. And that's not all. We also have some exclusive draft beer. Bear with me here. Victory Brewing Co.'s Pirates Paradise Blonde Ale and Wicked Weed Brewing Buried Treasure Session Sour. That is a tongue twister, man. As well as the bottled and canned lager and IPAs, such as Modelo Especial Lager, Red Stripe Lager, and Bell Two Hearted IPA. Also, wine by the glass options from various places across the 7 seas available, including the Spice Root Chacalaca Red Blend, Quinta de Santiago Vinhel Verde, and the Villarey Prosecco. That is a lot of options, so again, I had all those photos up, and for those beer and wine options, I will put a full list, so go back, take a screenshot, show that to your server. Lots of options here if you are interested in those alcoholic drinks. And if you want to celebrate your visit to the Beak and Barrel, there are 2 merchandise options that are available at Plaza de Sol Caribe Bazaar, that little gift shop at the exit of the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction, with a t-shirt and a shoulder plush. So that is everything I've got for the Beak and Barrel. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any questions. And again, don't forget to click that subscribe button so you don't miss all of my future content. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you all in my next one.